Hey, welcome back. We are talking about our 5 rules for Eat Out of Your Pantry Budget Challenge. So what does that mean? That means that for the month of March, we are challenging ourselves to eat out of the pantry and the freezer so that we can save a little bit of money and put that towards something else. If you haven't already seen the video or the blog about the 5 ways to prepare for the challenge, check that out. I'll put the link below to the blog. There's also a blog on the 5 rules to eat out of your pantry challenge. So what does this mean? It means that we are going to save some of this money this month and clean out our freezer and our pantry. So think spring cleaning meets money saving marathon. That's what we're doing. All right. So March 1st is a start of our budget saving challenge. Now, if you're watching this after March 1st, no sweat. Jump in when you can. If you're watching this after the month is over, it's okay too. Check out my Facebook group, Faithful and Financially Free Families. It's on Facebook. All the challenge information will live forever there in the guide section. You can always check it out. For the month of March, we will also have it in the announcement section, and I'll be doing daily lives there. And we'll be building a lot of support, encouragement, and motivation. So you would definitely want to be there if you want to do this with us. All right. So eating out of your freezer and pantry for a month or even a week or two will help you reduce waste. It'll help you identify meals that your family likes, create new meals that they might fall in love with, spring clean your kitchen, and of course, save money, because that's what we're all about, right? So the challenge is totally customizable to your family situation and yet challenging at the same time. Will you join me? You get to decide if you want to commit or watch on the sidelines, all right? So today we're going to talk about the 5 rules for eating out of your pantry and freezer challenge. And again, if you haven't already prepared for it, go back and check that out too. All right, so let's get down to it. Rule number 1. Plan and eat only what you have on hand. Now, this should go without saying. I mean, it's in the title of the challenge, right? But it's still a rule nonetheless, so we're going to talk about it. All right. So, but don't miss the first part. Plan and eat. It doesn't mean wait till 5 o'clock, open your freezer and see what is there. My hair is going crazy today. All right. So you don't want to miss that first part, plan, because I did sneak that in there on you. All right. And that means completing the prep steps for eating out of your pantry and freezer challenge. So again, if you haven't watched that, go back and get that. It's going to be the hardest part completed, and it'll be make this whole challenge easier for you. All right. So rule number 2, cut your grocery budget. Yes. I'm not saying we're not going to be eating out of the pantry without having a benefit to our budget, because it is a budget saver challenge. So you must spend less than you usually do. This is a deal breaker also, because this leads back to why you were doing the challenge. If you don't know why you're doing the challenge, go back and watch or read the 5 ways to prepare, because it's so important. What you're planning to do with your money you save this month. What are you planning to do with it? Are you paying off debt? Are you saving for vacation? Are you planning for a special purchase? But make that money do something for you. Make that money work for you. Make that money motivate you to stick to the challenge when it's no longer fun and easy. All right. Rule number 3, allowed purchases. Yes, we have allowed purchases because we're not a dictatorship here. All right. So for me, the only items I can purchase are milk and fresh produce, because those are things that I don't store up ahead of time. All right. So this may seem like a contradiction to rule number 1, but in our home, fresh produce and milk are staples, and these items can't be stocked on easily, and these are deal breakers for us. But maybe for you, it's something different, right? All right. So maybe for you, it's your coffee creamer. Maybe for you, it's something else that you need to have on hand if you have special dietary items. But I made the rules, so that's what it is for our family. So I is strictly limiting my purchases to those 2 for at least the first 2 weeks. All right. So rule number 4, once I've exhausted all of my options, I may purchase items needed to create meals with what I have on hand. Now, this might seem to be contradictory to what we've been saying all along, but here's the deal. If I get through a week or 2 of buying nothing, I've saved money. But now I'm staring at, items left that don't fit well together, or that I know my family won't eat well together. I will allow myself to say, hey, I've got items A, B, and C to make this meal. I'm just missing D. So at that point, I will go buy D so that I can use up A, B, and C. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm going to go buy all the makings for lasagna because I have lasagna noodles, but nothing else. No, we want to try to conserve and save that for the very end and move on to the month. So that is rule number 4. Rule number 5, and this is probably the most important one, especially if you're in our Facebook group, is have fun, save, share, and learn. All right. At the end of the day, I want this to be fun, money saving, and educational experience. This is not the challenge that is meant to break you. We're going to do the best that we can, right? Don't skip that middle word, share, because I want you guys to be in the group and I want you to share with each other and grow with each other and help each other out. We're all there in there doing it together. So if you want to know more about the challenge and you want to do it along with us, check us out on Facebook at Faithful and Financially Free Families. And that is it for today, guys. I will see you later.